I'm at the Panhandle Health District here in America, and trying to exercise my First Amendment right to take pictures and video in a public building. We shall be cordial with these mates, with these blokes and lasses, and try to see if everything goes off fine. We have been known to trespass good citizens from this establishment.
Yes.
Am I suspected of committing a criminal trespass?
Well, actually, the violation was the Hipaa violation. She's trespassing you because of that. I'm letting you know, okay? So if you're aware of that trespass, you can leave and we're going. How's that sound?
So I think I'll do it, but I'm trying to go to jail. So how come they didn't tell you to put on your mask, bud? For videotape. Here's a confession here that we're seeing, another confession that they are videotaping us. So it appears that they have posted a inconspicuous sign which effectively throws your First Amendment into the garbage. Gives the government control over it. It basically cancels free press. You out there may give me some feedback. What do you think of this? As you see, they have cameras exercising their right.
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
Just fine. How are you?
Not too shabby.
Can I help you?
No, ma'am. I'm just taking photographs and video
Okay. For what purpose?
for my purpose.
Okay.
She seemed to be cordial, but I don't know if she's called the coppers.
Help you with something?
No, ma'am. Thank you very much, though. How are you doing today?
Good. Is that a camera or?
Yeah, it's a camera. I'm taking pictures.
Okay, well, I don't give my consent to be on your camera.
Are you a public servant, ma'am?
I do work here, yes.
Okay. What is your name?
I would not like to disclose that information.
Are you not required to as
I
a
don't
public
think
servant?
so.
It says here that you're required to wear a face covering. I wonder why. It looks more like a request. Ma'am, do you provide dental services here?
There is dental service for children 17 and under that are uninsured or covered with Medicaid and pregnant women.
18 and younger. And the ones that are 18 and younger, does it provide the full dental or just limited?
It's cleaning.
Okay. I'm actually going to take one of these pamphlets. What is this? Drugs.
Hi.
Hello.
We do ask that you don't film in here because this is a patient waiting area. So due to Hipaa, we ask that you don't film.
Yes, ma'am. Is that a request?
It's a.
I would like to politely decline your request.
How about the fact that there's a patient in
We do
the
have
room?
patients in here. If you'd like to move over here towards our lobby.
Ma'am,
welcome
I
to
have
film
no
over there.
interest in your filming your patients.
Okay, but you're filming in our patient waiting area. Come here. I'll show you our sign. You must have missed it when you came in. It does ask
I
that you
shall
don't
not
film due to
follow
HIPAA.
any of your requests at this moment.
Due to
I
HIPAA,
believe
we
that-
do ask that you do not.
I believe that you are violating my rights at this point.
Okay.
I only require to take photos.
We have a sign
And
at the
pictures.
front of our building.
Yes,
asking that you do not film.
I did notice that sign. Do you realize that that is unconstitutional?
Due to HIPAA, this is a patient waiting area. We're asking you not to film. We have clients that come in here to see our clinic.
Ma'am, may
and
I have
other
your name and your
services.
position here?
My name is Catherine. I'm asking you not to film in our patient area. Would you like to move to the front of the building with me?
What is your position here, ma'am?
Would you like to move to the front of the building with me?
No, ma'am, I would not. I'd like to know what your position
We'll be
is.
calling the authorities. Thank
What
you.
gives you authority to tell me something like that? Are you a supervisor, ma'am?
Maybe not 911. Police department.
Okay, so evidently, they are requiring me to follow their HIPAA policy. Pardon me, ma'am?
I feel very uncomfortable with the fact that you're filming in here, and when she politely talked to you, you told her, no, you're not going to listen to the fact that.
I told her
there's a
very
patient
politely.
who's already waiting for her appointment.
Yes, ma'am. Do you work here?
No, I'm a patient, so I have the right to tell you, you need to leave or I will call the police because I do not feel comfortable. I will call the sheriff's department. I don't feel comfortable with the fact that you are in here filming.
Ma'am, I would please ask you to calm down. I have no ill intent towards you. I have no interest in you whatsoever.
When someone in a position of authority that knows this place is stuck and you refuse to listen to her, I don't have to calm down.
How do I know
You're
she-
unsafe because you're not listening to the HIPAA violations.
Yes,
I feel threatened right now by the fact that you are filming and videoing.
yes,
Especially
ma'am.
when you came in and started saying things like that you were saying at first about how this is against First Amendment rights. Filming when it involves other people that are here to try and feel safe, that takes away our HIPAA violation. That is what you are doing right now to me. You are taking away my privacy, and I don't appreciate it.
Ma'am, I have no interest in filming you. I would like to disengage our conversation if you don't mind.
Hi there.
Hello.
Is there something I can help you with?
No, sir. I'm just trying to exercise my rights and take videos and photographs in public spaces.
You are more than welcome to do so.
Thank you, sir.
However,
May I ask your name and your position here?
my name is Eric, and I work in the IT department. However, here, you are not allowed to take photos or videos. We do have a sign up here posted. That
Yes, I observed your sign, and there's no code or law that backs it up.
Okay,
It is just a sign. Anybody can make a sign.
that's right.
It is-
Everyone can make
it
a
is-
sign. Can you come up here with me?
No, sir, I'd like to remain here. If you don't mind, I'm not finishing my work.
And so far, your work is just recording me. If we can go up here, we can.
You- Well, you've made it that, haven't you?
I'm sorry, huh?
You have made it that way, haven't you?
No.
Are you-
I don't think I can. If you'd like, we can come up here and we can talk some more.
I would not like that. This point, I may go over there later after I have finished my job here, sir.
Unfortunately, you are not allowed. If you continue recording here, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
You're going to ask me to leave a public place.
Yes.
I have a right to be here, sir.
You do, and so does everyone else.
So you agree I have a right to be
record
here?
while they are here.
What authority do you have to ask me to leave?
The authority, well, I personally don't have any authority.
Have I violated a law?
Do I know any law in particular that you may have violated?
Yes, sir.
Not off the top of my head.
Then why would you be so rude as to ask me to leave?
Why would
I'm
you be so
simply
rude as to record people that don't want to be recorded?
exercising constitutional rights here, sir.
Can you tell me the constitutional right that allows you to record people?
Sure, it's called the First Amendment.
That's the right to free speech.
Yes, sir.
Recording isn't speech.
Oh, yes, it is, sir.
No. Would you like to come up here and talk to me?
It absolutely is, sir. Sir, do you work here? Do you work here?
Do I have to answer that question?
Are you a public servant?
Do I have to answer that?
We can just leave
I believe so.
Leave them alone. police are on their way. They've been called, so let's just leave them alone.
Thank you, sir. Eric, have you called the police?
Did I call the police? I did not.
Ha-
However, the police have been called.
And for what reason?
We have asked you to leave.
You have asked me to
Yes, we
leave.
have.
Well, I did not. You said you could ask me to leave, but you
She
never
stated that she
asked
had
me
asked
to
you
leave. She never asked me. It's all on video, bud.
Okay. Either
Would
way,
you like to
police
ask me
have
to
been
leave
called.
now?
If you would, please leave the premises.
Okay. So, under threat of violence, I shall leave this public area.
No one
And
has threatened violence
can
against you.
ask me why I'm being asked to leave?
No one has threatened violence against you.
Well, you've called people with guns to come down here. And they will absolutely force me to do things against my will.
No one has threatened violence against you.
May you please just articulate why I'm being asked to leave?
I'm asking you to leave as you are invading people's Hipaa, their personal space.
You do understand that the Hipaa makes the onus upon you to keep your documents private. It is not the customer who has to keep your documents private.
It's stated right here, no photos or videos or
I will leave under threat of violence.
no violence has been sworn against you.
Well, you said you will have me arrested.
I never said that at all.
Sure you did. You said the police have been called.
I never said that they were arrested.
Do you have a supervisor, sir?
I did.
Okay, I will wait in this lobby here. Is that fine for me to wait here in this lobby to talk to your supervisor?
My supervisor is not here.
Is there anyone else I can talk to?
The people that you can talk to are currently us three.
Okay. Well, I don't want to be perceived as fleeing the scene, so therefore I shall wait in this lobby if that is.
We do have clients arriving soon that I don't think they'd appreciate being filmed.
So do you mean to say I am also not allowed to film the outside of the premises?
I don't want you to film our clients, and we do have clients
I have not
arriving
filmed,
because
I have
they
not filmed your
class
clients, and if I wanted to, I could anyway, but I haven't.
suit. Okay, well, you can leave the building.
Leave the
I
building.
don't mind if you film outside, but please don't film our
So,
clients.
so ma'am, to be clear, you're asking me to leave the building,
Yes,
and for what reason?
because you're filming, and we've asked you several times not to film our clients.
I shall honor your request and wait for the arrival of the law enforcement personnel.
Okay.
And to be clear again, you're not asking me to leave the grounds. Is that correct? You seem to be hesitating there.
No, I'm waiting for law enforcement to arrive. I'm choosing not to engage with you. Thanks.
Just don't claim that when they arrive that you have asked me to leave the premises. I'm going to wait outside because I don't want to be perceived as fleeing from the scene of the crime, though there's no crime. One more chance, sir. Your policy requires you to identify.
I'm not going to engage with you, sir.
Thank you, Eric, for being cordial and professional. Okay. I've just been asked to leave. The police have been called. I do not wish to remain inside. She has made it clear for me to leave the building, but has not asked me to leave the premises. Therefore, I shall continue my job and document the violation of my rights in the United States of America. This is Hayden, Idaho, North Idaho, supposed to be a bastion of freedom, but as you can see, the communists have taken over the public services and the tyrants have run me out. So now I shall await for the law enforcement. It should be the Kootenai County Sheriffs, and we shall see if they will protect my right, my First Amendment right, to film in public, or whether they take me to jail, which is probably a very big possibility at this time. I'm going to turn off the GoPro. I'm going to Alright guys, I'm live now. I just got asked to leave the Panhandle Health District. I have not done anything untoward. I was just video and taking photographs inside. I recorded it on my GoPro and my body cam. They have asked me to leave. Therefore, I have left the inside of the building. They say they have called the law enforcement, and therefore I am not going to, I don't want to be perceived as fleeing the scene of the crime, you see. So I'm going to wait here. Lord knows how long it will be before they arrive, or if they've actually called. The tendency now these days is to play games with the photographers. I was previously trespassed from this establishment, this public place, on the grounds of Hipaa violation. And here we have the Kootenai County Sheriff arriving now. So let me see what happens here. Not too shabby. How about yourself?
Not too bad, sir.
May I
What's
ask?
going on today?
May I ask why you were called here, sir?
Yes, because we got a call that you were filming inside the building.
Yes, sir. Which is my right.
I'm not inside the building. It's a violation of the Hipaa because of the patients coming in and out. You can be outside. That's not an issue.
Sir, do you have a supervisor?
I do.
Will you please call him, sir?
And what's the reason for that?
Because you don't understand HIPAA.
Do you have any ID on you there, sir?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, can I take a look at your ID, please?
No.
Okay, you don't want to give me your identification of who you are?
If you suspect me of breaking a law, I will absolutely provide my identity to you, sir.
There is accusation that you were trespassing. Okay, so I just need to know who I'm talking to. You've got my name here.
You suspect me of trespassing, sir?
That's what they were saying. Are you going to give me the ID, or are you just going to? What's your plan?
I would like to speak to a supervisor first,
Okay,
sir.
and I'll be happy to get my supervisor to come
Thank
here.
you.
But let me finish.
Thank you.
But he is a busy man, right? He's got a lot of other calls going on, and I'd like to kind of see what we can do to mitigate it. If that's not good, then we'll have him come.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And could you please provide your name and your radio number, sir?
You've got it right here, Deputy Watts.
And your
You
radio
want to just go wait over there, and I'll be happy to call my
and your radio
supervisor.
number, sir.
2317.
Thank you,
Okay, do
sir.
you want to go and wait over there for me?
No, sir. I would prefer to stay here.
Thank you. Just hang tight.
Thank you. Okay, so this person here is already escalated. I have no idea why he is escalated. He has disengaged with me. I do believe I will be arrested now just because of contempt of cop. This is the Kootenai County Sheriff's Department, guys.
So my supervisor's on his way. I'm just going to back up over here. We can wait for him.
Sir, am I detained?
No, you're not detained.
Thank you, sir.
Just hang tight. He'll be here soon.
Okay, so I'm not detained. And it appears that I'm going to receive a violation of trespassing. I see that there are 7. If you could please call the Kootenai County Sheriff Department and ask them please not to violate my rights or take me to jail. I cannot go to jail today, please. I am only exercising my constitutional right. And if there's any way you can give me some advice as to what I should do now, if there are anyone out there, experienced auditors, can advise me of how I can handle this situation. I have called for a supervisor. I have left the building when asked. The deputy which arrived has stated that I have trespassed for violating Hipaa violation. And it is my understanding that it is the onus is upon the Panhandle Health District And if you could call the Panhandle Health District and advise them that Hipaa is the onus of them, it would be so much appreciated. This is the, as you can see there, Panhandle Health District in Hayden, Idaho, Hayden, Idaho. They will not let me film in the public lobby. So, and it appears that the Kootenai County Sheriff may choose to violate their oath to protect my right to do so. So I ask you, please, render assistance to me. I thought this was the land of the free. So if I can get a phone number. Ma'am. Please. Do you have a card, a business card?
I don't have one on me.
Do you have a phone number for this establishment? Panhandle Health District. Do you have a phone number here?
Yes, you can call our general number.
What is that?
It's 208-415-5100.
208-415
5100.
5100. Thank you very much.
Mainline.
Okay, guys. We've got that phone number. I'm in a jam here. I have refused the ID because he could not articulate a crime, and he seemed very escalated and very short-tempered fellow. So please share this and see if we the people can somehow de-escalate this situation and allow me back in the building to finish my photo session and my videography, which I was interrupted in doing. I had planned also to video and photograph the outside of this building, but it's now beginning to rain. And so I don't know if that's going to come to fruition. Can anybody, I see you on the chat now. I see some, but then it disappears. So the deputy has gone inside. He seems so short-tempered that if I was to try to follow, I believe he would be violent. He seems to be a violent person. Yes, it's good. Sir, may I go back in?
No, you're not allowed in there, sir, right now. You're not trespassing business.
More Kootenai County deputies arriving on the scene now, and it appears that I will be trespassed. I will try to get a piece of paper stating such. So for your information, you have no First Amendment rights past these doors. Another country. Oh, another unit. We have 3 patrol vehicles arrived in total. These blokes look like they mean business. They have not put the black gloves on yet. As I say, I am not trying to cause any disturbance. I'm not trying to break any law. I am simply trying to exercise my First Amendment right. Any calls to the Sheriff's Department to reason with these tyrants will be very appreciated. My experiences with these blokes has been that they are very out of control and violent when they get the nod. They tend to be professional and sort of an outer screen appearance. But once they get the nod, they are not to be reckoned with. Hello.
What was your name?
I would not like to provide that at this moment.
All right.
May I have your name and your radio number, please, sir?
My name is Sergeant Howard. Radio number is 2382.
Thank you, sir.
So the reason you want to give me your name?
Well, if you suspect me of a crime, I shall provide you my name without delay.
No, I don't.
Sir?
You just asked for mine.
May I know who you are, your name and your radio number?
Scroll 2309.
Thank you, sir.
Deputy Jan 2326.
Thank you, sir.
So what's the deal, Mr.
Oh, I have tried to take video and photographs in the public areas here, and they have violated my constitutional rights.
Okay.
And I was hoping that you would arrive and defend, per your oath, my
Okay.
constitutional right,
All right.
my First Amendment right in particular.
So they didn't want you filming inside.
It evidently,
Did they tell you anything? Did they say anything about
They-
why they didn't want you filming?
they said that I was violating a Hipaa policy, which, if you understand the Hipaa, are you the supervisor?
Yep.
Okay, do you know about Hipaa? Do you know how it?
Vaguely aware of it.
Okay, so I would very much encourage you to educate yourself further,
Okay.
because,
Why don't you tell me what you know?
well, what I know is that the Hipaa puts the onus upon them to keep their personal, private papers private
Okay.
and out of the. In other words, they cannot leave it out where the public can see it.
But would that not also somebody showing up, a patient here, identifying them being there, and then having to discuss the reason for their visit, and then you recording that, would that not?
Well, again, the HIPAA requires them to take that person into a private area and have that conversation.
Okay.
There is no
When available, right?
Sorry.
When available, right? So if they're the way that they're set up is to receive somebody, they come in, talk to the first desk,
Sir,
discussing the reason for their visit,
sir,
right?
we can get sidetracked with
no,
hypotheticals,
I'm
but if I could
conversation
just
with
finish.
Okay.
The HIPAA requires them to find a private area to have that conversation. There is no expectation of privacy in public. I have only gone into public areas. I have no intention to go into any restricted area whatsoever.
Okay, so you're in the lobby
Yes, sir.
where no patients are at.
I have no idea who a patient is. It is not up to me to identify who patients are.
No, I wouldn't say that.
As stated,
But if they told you, hey, these are patients,
I had no interest to film patients, and I made that very clear to them. I had no interest in the patients there.
okay,
Okay, but
then they
had,
have patients.
there is no prohibition against it, even so. But that is not my goal here. My goal
I'm not
here.
saying that's your goal.
Yes.
I'm just saying that once you show up and then you're recording and they say, hey, we have patients in here, would your goal then be what? To continue filming where you know their patients are?
I tend
I'm trying to understand what your goal is here.
My goal is has nothing to do with their patients.
Okay.
It's simply photographing and taking video in public areas.
Okay.
I have no interest in the patients whatsoever.
That's great. No, that's fine. I believe that you don't have any interest in the patients, but what I'm trying to get at is the fact that they say, hey, we understand where you're coming from, but there are patients in here, and we don't want you filming or recording the patients. So they told you that and said you can come out here where there's no patients, there's nothing being discussed, or anything like that.
Yeah, I filmed it, but I don't remember ever hearing anything about any patients.
Okay.
But if they would like me not to record a patient, I can stand here and record of people coming in and out.
Well, they're not
There's no
conducting business,
prohibition.
right?
There's no law broken. And if there's no law broken, then they cannot force me to leave.
I think what
I
they're
have a
referring
right to be
is
there. Would you agree I have a right to go in there and film?
And conduct business, sure.
Okay, well, will you allow me to do so?
Well, let me talk to them. I need to find out
Thank you,
exactly
sir.
what their issues are, right?
Thank you, sir.
All right, well, hang tight.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Do you have a business card, sir?
Excuse me?
A business card.
No, I do not.
It says Kootenai County Sheriff's. And I'm at Panhandle Health. Panhandle Health District in Hayden, Idaho.
Where are you from?
I would not like to answer any questions, sir, if you don't mind. I don't mean to come off rude. The question really is, where am I now? Am I in America or North Korea? You know, you cannot film in public in North Korea. Is that funny? You seem like a high-strung chap.
Not at all. Not at all.
Enjoy a pint from time to time, do you? Wallace, you're a Scotsman.
You don't want to give me your identification. It doesn't seem right. It's all one-sided. So just hang tight. We'll be with you here in just a minute. Okay?
Absolutely. All right, guys, I'm asking you, please call these places. Panhandle Health District, please get me out of this situation. These police are about to violate my rights.
Exactly. I've been going to cut it down for 2 weeks and just haven't got to it. And I've got my letter
So, unfortunately, I cannot be in there to see, watch them coach the staff on what to say to have me trespassed. But no doubt this is what is occurring. It's a very tyrannical system that we have here. I pushed the live chat, and then it disappears after a moment. Anyone tell me why? I'd like to keep it up, follow what people are saying. They told me I have broken no law that they are aware of, but here you need not break a law. If you hurt someone's feelings, they will call it a disturbing the peace. I will probably get a disturbing the peace citation, and I will have a court date. I do believe that is the modus operandus, the technique that they are now deploying. So we have some sounds going on here. Technique. So they have the guy who is brought out his chainsaw to create noise. This is a vigilante technique. They're working now as a team in there to perhaps, but the only way out of the rain is under that deal. Therefore, please bear with the sound. Now, one cannot say what is said with the noise. The police come back out. They can say whatever they want to say. Say I said whatever they want me to say.
Here's a couple just advisories, okay? Government building, public areas, you and I both have the same rights to be there, right? Filming people behind the counters, that's their personal area to be seen by their physicians, clinicians.
Are we talking to this area here? I'm having trouble hearing you.
This garner.
We're just right in this area here?
In this area right here?
Yeah, that's a little spot.
Yeah. Right here. Yeah, absolutely, you're fine.
No, I mean so I can hear what you're saying.
Gotcha. So the areas that are restricted access, right? Those areas you cannot be in unless you're here for a legitimate reason, like you're seeing something for medical or whatever other reason you make an appointment or walk in to see somebody behind those check-in counters. Okay? There are other restricted areas for employees only and that sort of thing that you can't be in because you're not an employee, I'm assuming, but you won't identify yourself or tell us any other questions about you, so I don't know that for sure. However, the areas that are open and unrestricted, such as the waiting area that you were in, is, you have a right to be there. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Any other questions for us?
So I would say that you would probably be well served if you was to do a little more research into the Hipaa, because whatever I can see, you cannot trespass my eyes. Anything I can see with my eyes, I can film. Of course, there are exceptions like restrooms or private areas or restricted areas. Of course.
Have you read the trespass and privacy laws in Idaho? Are you aware of those?
Not.
I think you'd be well versed in
Yep.
understanding.
And I'm always trying to learn every day.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I would trespass and privacy because, yes, it can't trespass someone's eyes, right? But you trespass the actions of you viewing into somebody's privacy.
Right. And that's not what I'm trying to do here.
Okay.
I am simply trying to exercise my constitutional freedoms in a public area without being harassed. And I was harassed. And so if possible, I would love to just go back in there and finish. It won't take long at all. And if you could leave first, and then I will leave after you leave. I just don't want it to appear as if I've been chased out of here. You understand? Can you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the Constitution wins.
Well,
People's
it's
feelings.
winning right now.
And we told you that's winning.
Okay, good.
We
Because
told them that the Constitution.
well, you realize you're not feelings enforcement. These people's feelings were hurt. Their feelings, they feel that they have a perceived authority over me, which they did not have. Okay? So they called you because of that. There was no law broken here. So I would just love to go back and finish my work. And then you guys could mosey on out of here, and I will leave. So that doesn't appear as if
you have the
you...
legal right to be here, and so do we. So you go about your business, and we'll leave when we decide what we're going to do.
Okay, well, that means I'll be here longer. Okay.
Have a good day.
You as well. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, I'm back in. The tyrants were defeated by the Constitution of the United States today. They have hopefully learned something and will not violate rights anymore.
So if you want to pull that down. I can let her through this one. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's okay.
This is the cameras that they spy on all of their patients. They record all their patients with those cameras. Well, they're crying about privacy, yet they spy on us 24/7. There's another.
We're just gonna bring you guys in.
Okay. This actually turned out better than I had expected. This is authorized. I shall not go up there. going to go ahead and keep this live for now.
She would prefer not to be filmed, if you could please.
I have no interest in filming, huh?
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Have a good rest of your day.
You realize that there's no expectation of privacy in public, ma'am. You're carrying on about this, yet you're videotaping everyone that walks in this door. There's sort of a cognitive dissonance going on here. Back on the GoPro. I have the chops still hanging out here. Looks as if they're rolling out. So I've been filming this with my GoPro, my body cam, and vibing. I will try to edit some of this and put it out on my channel. If you want to see it, I would appreciate liking and subscribing. I really appreciate the comments. I can't say enough. The mean comments are not so pleasurable, but the ones of encouragement keep me going. Well, if any of you have called and saved me a beating, I wholeheartedly want to express my my thanks, my appreciation. I had totally expected to be violated, especially upon the arrival of the first deputy. So I'm just going to do a walk around the premises. Because I can, and I love freedom. Not so pleasurable, but the ones of encouragement keep me going.